Good morning, everyone. I'm Vishnu Jagtap. In front of all of you, I'm presenting the Economics Time newspaper headlines. So, first of all, Care Hospitals buyout, Max Healthcare sues TPG. Next, GST collection hit monthly high of rupees 1.87 lakh crore in April. Next, IPL bursting digital stadium. Next, no default bail just because charge sheet is without sanction. Next, Brookfield picks up 51% in reality JV with Bharti. Next, volume to drive HUL growth, no price war. Next, India moves 34 changes to WTO. Next, government may mull equity infusion after 3 OMC list capex plan. Next, center looks to quantify contribution of women's domestic chores to GDP. Next, Ola Electric to refund rupees 130 crore to customers of EV charger. Next, at UN cybercrime panel, India seeks right to ask data from nations. Next, IT firms looks to boost utilization levels for better margin. Next, more 5G waves may be sold in Jan Feb. Next, Reliance BPC bids for nat gas from KG-D6. Next, local startups give IAMAI the thumbs down. On page number 2 in pure politics section under that, no default bail just because charge sheet filed without sanction. Supreme Court. Next, Defmin looks to rope in Desi corps for upkeep of Western aircraft. Next, whether authorities needed cannot be addressed while taking cognizance of offense. Next, can use plenary powers to grant divorce. Apex court. Next, revised sedition law may be tabled in parallel monsoon session. Government to Supreme Court. Next, Janbhoomi Sahi Idgah issue sent back to civil court of Mathura. Next, government to move away from concept of cantonments. Next, center targets to dose stifle fires by half in Punjab, Haryana. Next, smart cities mission deadline extended again. Next, BSP Afzal Ansari stands disqualified as LS member. On page number 3 in pure politics section of that, BJP promises UCC, NRCC, Nandini Milk Canteen and 1M housing plots. Next, bunch of lies says Congress. Next, BJP determined to hold its pension of coastal Karnataka. Next, manifesto highlights BJP's return to core agenda. Next, this election not about you, Rahul to Modi. On page number 4 in company section of that, exports to UAE may rise to $50 billion by FY27 commercial secretary. Next, next TPP government shines on 11 parameters. Next, picking up pace of capex for 8% growth. Next, intensifying tussle. Next, Hindustan Unilever has been protecting consumers from inflation. Next, Brookfield probe to see portfolio. Next, Bangladesh assets. On page number 5 in economic market section of that, Nifty rally likely to continue, support at 17,800. Next, Adani Green posts over four-folded increase in net profit in for quarter four. Next, Adani Green posts over four-fold increase in net profit for quarter four. Next, oil drops as growth concern rise. Next, will sell in May and go away be a good idea for investor this year. Next, Bitcoin slips over 3% to $28,504. Next, Bajaj Auto likely to retain momentum. Next, Wall Street stage higher has JP Morgan gains. Next, gold bonds return has averaged 13.7% over last 8 years. On page number 6 in smart investing section of that, CCIL released new portfolio for GSEC trading. Next, Narsal progress hit on government guarantee dealing. Next, Dalmia Bharat Rio co-infra for Birla Tire. Next, investor missing the dangerous risk of stagflation. Next, workers' well-being tops agenda at annual shareholder meetings. On page number 7 in company section of that, Dot may auction more 5G spectrum in Jan Feb next year. Next, SIA India ask in spec space to study try proposal. Next, ATL partner Bridgepoint to help us cause expand in India, Africa. On page number 18, brands and companies section that organized retail sales surge but costs remain cautious. Next, car sales up in April even as cheap crunch hurts Maruti. Next, committee appointed to develop Delhi airport has a global hub. Next, KKR to invest $250 million more in Vedanta firm uh, Serentica Serentica Renewables. Next, Jean Tobol is Pranod Richard India's new MD. Next, JP firm default on rupees 4,161 crore loan. Next, Sunlight to set up rupees 100 crore battery unit in Pune. Next, Atto cost to set up B School engineering campus hiring this year. Next, Hollywood writers studio hold talks has strike deadline looms. Next, room rates likely to appreciate further. IHCL CEO. On page number 9 in economy section of that diesel demand rises 6.7% in April as economy expands. Next, net gas price to remain steady. Next, Reliance BP6 bid for 6 MMSCMD of KG-D6 gas. Next, NTPC inks JV with NPCIL for nuclear power projects. On page number 10 in Round the World section of that, ESPN Jimmy Pitaro will decide fate of cable TV. Next, First Republic Bank seized, sold to JP Morgan Chase. Next, the godfather of AI leaves Google, warns of danger ahead. Next, Ola Electric to refund rupees 130 crore to customers to EV chargers. Next, Homs smashes 34 wounded in latest Russian strike on Ukraine. Next, AI chatbots have been used to create dozens of news content found. Next, state-run oil refiners suggest alternatives. Next, CGST at a rupees 38,440 crore whereas SGST at rupees 47,412 crore rupees. On page number 11 in economy section of that, India moves 34 operational changes to WTO. Next, World Bank unveils process to assess business climate. Next, center weights method to qualify household chore done by women. Next, windfall tax slashes to rupees 4,100. Next, demand for NREGS work at a 10-month high. Next, tech transfer details must for public procurement bids by border nations. On page number 12 in edit page section of the new abnormal holds. Next, tech slows down under cloud cover. Next, a spa called Mandir Puja. Next, strict complaints for industrial well-being. Next, gold miner. Next, wasted mandate with workers. Next, Supreme Court reminder to police of the job. Next, a patent improvement. Next, three is a cloud. Next, celebrate DALDA, not overwork or end overtime. On page number 13 in economic panache section that how to ease your kids into estate planning. Next, this party boy tycoon paid $20 million for a photo with Barack Obama. Next, the day Charles was crowned Prince of Wales. Next, favor returned. Next, Shri Shankar backs gold at MVA athlete meets. Next, Jadhav replaces Willie at RCB. Next, Aditi losses playoff to finish second in LA event. Next, Arsenal still fighting for EPL title. Arteta. Next, for Lek Relic, plenty of pole position but few wins. Next, $20 million and life lesson a billionaire gift to his college. Next, a guide to tackling loneliness. On page number 14 in that India's plan at UN cybercrime panel seek right to ask data from nation. Next, social platforms want to be AI's big talking point. Next, IT costs look to boost margin by increasing utilization levels. Next, hackers sell macOS virus on Telegram. Next, Mintra launches Gen Z fashion portal FWD. Next, Meta taps MS OpenAI for coding tool. Next, Kunal Shah's NBFC new tab in talks to raise $50 to 70 million. Next, TCS staffers get Form 16 in record time. Next, SoftBank Shares rise after chip design unit arm files for IPO. Next, Swiggy shirts premium grocery delivery pilot handpicked. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.